Hello, boys, hello, gals, and hello, non-binary pals. Welcome back to the Judgemas place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Erica.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back for the Judgies 2024 Judgemas. Fuck.
What?
Hang on. I fucking forgot something. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, damn, this sucks.
That freaking stinks.
Editor, leave it all in. Okay. Yep.
You're a Mr. Josh. You really are you're as
Cool.
you're as
Doghouse.
as a Mr. Josh
Yara!
with Gracie.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now, it does, for all you audio listeners, I am Mr. Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever wanted to fuck you more than right now.
Oh my God.
Now, it did come with a mask, and I will not be putting it on. It genuinely gives me anxiety looking inside of
Oh!
it. Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. It's
Yeah.
pretty close.
So, I'm the Grinch today.
The Josh. It's crazy that I somehow mind melded with you when I walked in.
Well, I was wearing the Grinch hat.
Yeah. Ew, there's like a secondary mask. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fit with the headphones.
Yeah. And I got another special treat just for you, Christian. Go ahead and hit.
Cindy Lou Who?
Did you hit the red button?
I may do something drastic.
It's Cindy Lou Who saying she's gonna do something drastic. Cut straight from the 2000 film version of The Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Damn.
Or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Isn't that fun at all?
Taste this and tell me if it tastes normal.
And Christian, I am gonna, when you're done tasting that and telling her if it's normal.
Yeah. It's just a little
Frozen?
slushy.
If you're new here, this is your first Judgemas. Welcome. Every year, I kind of do something fun that hopefully Christian and Erica know nothing about this. Do you guys know anything about this?
You doing something fun?
Have I seen this? Fuck.
This
Every
isn't-
time.
You guys are fucking up. Can you get the thing plugged in?
Fuck.
I've written a couple stories. I've done an entire play with voice acting. Me and Aurora did some songs last year, but this year I reached out.
Sure. Yeah.
To the listeners, and by the listeners I mean people in our Discord. And this is what they were able to make. Or I made it.
Howdy, Judgies.
Hey, Pissers.
Hi, this is Teo.
Editor Blake here.
Hey, it's Backpack Barbs, short for Backpack Barbecues.
I'm Ben.
It's Airplane M.
It's Ari from the
In the
Discord.
My name is Josh. I know.
It's Sal.
And Stacy.
This is Nor, aka Baby Formula Lover.
Josh asked us to send in what we're grateful for, so I made a small list.
I'm having to write this down because
I've recorded this so many fucking times that I still can't get it right, so hopefully this is the one.
There's so many things for us to be thankful for right now, like sexy vigilantes.
I'm thankful for a new group of friends I've made at work.
What I'm grateful for is this one podcast called the Joe Rogan, just kidding, /J.
Dr. Pepper, specifically Dr. Pepper Cherry, also in the same vein, Baja Blast.
Who doesn't love a little
D&D,
DP?
because who isn't grateful for D&D?
I'm grateful for my brothers who play D&D online all together every week, so we stay close and up to date with each other.
Supreme beef chalupas from Taco Bell.
A little sweet treat every now and again, aka all the time.
I'm
that
grateful for the days that I go without pain due to my chronic illnesses. That's pretty nice.
I'm also thankful that this year my family just decided to not invite me to Thanksgiving, so I didn't have to bite my tongue while they regurgitated shitty Facebook opinions about the election.
what I feel the most grateful for is y'all and the community y'all have built.
I wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for making the pod because it's led me to my best friends and a wonderful community that I'm proud to be a part of.
I am grateful for having a podcast where I can listen to it as a Black non-binary person and not worry that someone's gonna say something so insanely cringe that I'll die and regret ever having been a fan of them.
When I joined the server, I really wasn't Blake yet. I was still going by my dead name and was overall pretty depressed. I was confused about who I was and just felt like a brain who was piloting this like shitty flesh suit that I hated. But y'all's community was the first safe space I had where I could experiment with how I felt about myself and my identity.
Feeling mostly entirely safe in this space to hear the stupidest jokes from a bunch of white people from the Midwest, I guess.
I found a lot of very friendly gay and queer people who could help me unpack how I was feeling about myself. People like Teo.
I am grateful for everyone in my communities, especially the Judgies, not just the content that you guys make, but also the things that you advocate for.
Zap, Stacy.
We just drove home in 2 hours after seeing Trixie Mattel and Katya.
So jealous.
And we are grateful for seeing them.
And I'm grateful for my family and music and my cat Tater Tot.
M, my twin.
Specifically the M who loves soup because there's like 6 billion different M's.
And Nikki.
I'm so glad that I forced my fiance to scroll back to y'all's TikTok back in March 2021.
I know it was me who did most of the work of unpacking and working through my emotions, but because of you guys hosting a safe space for the people in said safe space, I was able to be true to myself and start living my life more fully.
Joining the Discord at like 2 a.m. randomly one night was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Thank you guys so much for always being there for me. It sounds cliche, but you guys really have been.
I truly don't know where I'd be without getting to hear you guys make me laugh every Monday, or all of my amazing friends on the Discord.
I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. You guys are just always there just to make everything a little brighter. And not to say the same thing everyone else says, but like feels like hanging out with friends. And that's huge sometimes.
As I recover from surgery, and as I figure out more things about my health and my life, and in general, as the world seems like it's losing all hope, it's really, really nice to just have a little community of internet friends.
So shout out to Erica, Christian, and Josh for making this pod and giving all of us a place to be ourselves.
I truly feel like I made some lifelong friendships because of y'all, and I'm always sat for the next episode.
And also my cat and my girlfriend and partners and my friends. Very grateful for a lot of things.
There's so much more I could go on about, but I don't want to go on too long for the sake of time. Josh has a tight show to run after all.
Keep judging, keep being haters.
Love you guys.
I love you guys.
Love you all.
I love you all.
Love you guys to death. Mwah.
I hope you guys have the pissiest holiday and New Year.
Pisses and kisses.
Bye.
Very good.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you crying, it almost got me crying.
So thank you to I did all through the Discord, and I had to do it in the Discord because I had to keep it a secret from Christian and Eric, obviously.
That was amazing.
So thank you to everybody who contributed: Ruth, Teo, Nick, M, Airplane M, Blake, Ari. I'm just trying to go through the things here. Josh, Sal, Stacy, Gracie, Emma. Oh, that's probably Airplane M. Sorry, bleep that. Ben, if I miss your name, I'm sorry. Josh. Sorry to say Josh. Barbs. Nor,
your voice sounds like Sophia Bush in the best way.
Thank you all. I just thought maybe we bring a little positivity.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I
you almost
also
had
loved
me
it.
cry. You made Erica cry. You almost made me cry.
You did, and I'm kind of pissed about it because I worked really hard on my makeup today.
Yeah. Well, I have another surprise. Is that okay?
No.
There's a big Judgemas surprise.
Joshua, you spoil us.
Underneath the Judgemas
3
bush.
ghosts.
Because, of course, today we don't just celebrate Judgemas. We also do National Pepper Pot Day, which will be over on the bonus episode. And I have a secret Judgies bingo card over here.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So every time something happens, I'm going to mark it down, and I'll announce when we get something on the bingo card.
Jingo.
Jingo, right. And every time we get a jingo, we'll have to advance on these special hot sauces that my dad made at home. We have his normal salsa, we have hot, jalapeno hot, and then ghost pepper asshole burner. And we're going to use Tostitos scoops. Tostitos scoops. Scoop up the party.
Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Not sponsored for sure, but I mean, unfortunately, do they own like the patent to the scoop technology? Because like, unfortunately, the scoops are about the only way to truly do salsa.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said Tostitos scoops, You can't scoop without them. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep track over here. I made this little jingo board. Other than that, we just have a normal holiday episode.
Okay.
Nothing weird about me being in this outfit.
Nothing weird.
Nothing weird about the Judgemas 2024 listener submitted thankfuls.
I'm thankful that they did it, and almost made me weep my little baby eyes out.
Yeah.
I really had to suck it up for the camera.
I really had to suck it up to not ruin my makeup.
I almost cried on the Friendsgiving last year too, or maybe as the Palestine stream. Was that Friendsgiving or
no?
It was totally separate.
Yeah.
On the Palestine stream, I almost cried because I was very grateful feeling.
Because you thought I was so ugly with my hair being buzzed off.
Yes.
No.
No, he told me afterwards.
I was crying for weeks from that on stream. It was just.
We don't just cry on this podcast, though.
We also talk over each other on this podcast.
We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories, and sometimes the magnanimous, the holly, the jolly, the pissy, the Chrissy. Collect Nerd does that.
Ho, 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 ho. Boy, do I have a doozy for us this week.
We did get our first.
Wow.
Yeah, forced pun would be. Also, you said Palestine, so politics definitely gets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you post? You should post this so that people can play along at home.
I think I took a picture of it.
Hopefully.
Okay.
That would have. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, you know what? Technical issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
For sure. First story of the day comes to us from r/relationship_advice.
Wow.
The guy, 22 male, that I, 21 female, am dating is learning ASL for my brother, but my friends thinks it's creepy. How do I proceed with this?
Creepy?
I'm just going to read it. Hey, for this one goes out to TikTok. The guy that I'm dating is learning ASL for my brother, but my friends thinks it's creepy. How do I proceed with this? It's not fucking up. That is professionalism. I'm trying to get better at it.
Christian flub. We'll count it.
You fucker. I, 21 female, met John, 22 male, in a college. Fuck. Can't double up, can you? In a college class last semester. He's an overall great guy, and he's very respectful and kind. He also has a great sense of humor, and we have lots of similar interests. We've been friends since then, and we've started dating this July.
Ooh.
He's the first person I've ever dated in my life.
Ooh.
Scandalous. Last September, he met my family when I visited home for my brother's birthday. My brother, Trev, 19 male, has been deaf since birth, so my whole family communicates with him either through sign language or Trev reading lips, or through text. During our small celebrations at home, it was clear that my parents liked John. He was very charming, funny, and respectful. He even tried to connect with Trev by typing some of his jokes for Trev to read, although my brother can read lips as well. Whenever John would tell a story, either I or my parents would sign it for Trev. My parents said that they're happy that I found a sweet and caring guy in John. And of course, I'm glad to hear this. Before we went back, John and Trev had a quick Call of Duty gaming session. For someone with Trev's condition, he is really talkative. He's also very expressive and likes to communicate a lot, especially when gaming. Of course, he couldn't outright trash talk, but he did the closest thing he could with his hands. So there we are at in Trev's room with John and Trev playing while I translate for him. I was laughing way too hard because Trev was trying his best to trash talk John, like saying things like he's weak and trying to say all these expletives. But I'm trying my best to tone it down for John.
This person doesn't know how to sign slurs for their brother while they're playing Call of Duty.
I don't think I can say that. Meanwhile, I'm also translating John's instructions and strategies to Trev. Also, because this was the first time John met my family, he was saying all these praises to Trev like, good job, or we can do it better next time. Although, I know that deep down inside, he also wants to trash talk my brother. Like he should be.
Yeah, that's a dude thing.
The two of them got along pretty well, and they've been having online gaming sessions since. 2 weeks ago, John visited home along with me again for my mom's birthday. There, he surprised everyone, including me, by communicating with Trev through ASL. John was still at the alphabet in some basic word stages, and he even rehearsed some phrases, but we all were delighted that he even made the effort. Trev's face lit up, and I've never seen him happier having a new long-term friend with low communication barriers. Apparently, John has been watching some YouTube tutorials and got a free subscription to Skillshare to learn ASL.
Not sponsored. Bleep
Not
that
sponsored,
out.
fuck.
Absolutely bleep that out.
Sponsor or editor, get that one.
Absolutely bleep that out. That's crazy.
The two of them had a gaming session again, and this time John and Trev could communicate more directly. Of course, it's still kind of slow, and I still had to do some translating, but I could tell Trev was having a great time. They also got more comfortable with each other with more explicit trash talking, which I didn't have to tone down this time. John has been religiously learning ASL since then. I don't know if we should learn like that. Let's just learn.
Just learn it.
Yeah.
Why are we separation of church and ASL
exactly
state is what I've always said.
And he's making a lot of progress. I was so happy with this, so I told my close friend group from high school. However, most of my friends, especially my closest guy friend, told me that what John was doing was a red flag.
How?
Because it could be a form of obsession and emotional manipulation towards me. He also said that it's creepy because John's just becoming too attached to my family when we've only been dating for 5 months. He also said that John might only be doing this so he could get laid or something like that. This is crazy. What a bad friend. I know there's some validity to what my friend said. Not really. But I'm not really convinced. John's been a wonderful and sincere guy the entire time. And I know it's naive to say this because he's my first ever relationship, but I can see this becoming long term.
That's because he's been fucking love bombing you so hard.
He pays attention to the things you like and gets them for you as gifts?
He listens to your thoughts and feelings and doesn't judge, but instead helps you grow to be a better person.
What
Tries to connect with your brother and your other family members.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Barf.
Red flag if you ask me. But I'm colorblind. Yeah. Yes, we had.
Hey, that's an Erica laugh. Hey, we got it.
Got it.
That's a Christian yell. Wow, 2 in a row.
Fuck. Yes, we haven't hooked up yet because I told him I wasn't ready, and he's never pressured me to do it. However, is this behavior something I should really be concerned about?
I wouldn't be.
Again, I don't have any experience with dating and relationships, so I don't know if this is something that's truly concerning. My friends are all pushing for me to break up with John, but I'm not sure.
They want him for themselves.
How should I proceed with this?
That seems insane.
You need new friends.
That's crazy. This is why you move away and make new friends, because this is all of her hometown friends.
I feels like hey, I believe all women. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And it feels like the poster, I don't believe her. I believe the other group of women. It's sort of like a trolley problem. Would you rather believe 5 women or 1 woman?
Yeah.
And I
One
believe
women?
the 5.
1 woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would pull the lever and believe the 5 women because I feel like OP here is leaving out some information about John.
Yeah, huge information.
Yeah.
Is there information missing?
He's a great kisser. He has dreamy eyes, tall, dark, and dare I say handsome. Any more details you need?
How is he financially, fiscally?
He's doing okay.
Is he in finance?
He's not in finance.
Okay, well.
Looking for a man
But
in
he has a full-time job. You're thinking about Hog? Hog seems decent, but she hasn't seen it yet.
I did not say that, but okay.
You implied it.
I'm thinking about hog, thinking about cock, thinking about peen, thinking about balls. This is how it's supposed to be. What's that song?
Only just
a dream. There we go. Who's that by?
Nelly and Tim McGraw.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Thank God. On to the next story, guys. From off thread from subreddit here, r/relationship_advice.
That's crazy.
Sorry, it's just on my list back to back. I and my boyfriend pretended. Christian flub again. Yeah. My boyfriend pretended to be a crossdresser to hide the fact he had a wife. How do I proceed? Is this how they do this now in relationship advice? Is how do I proceed?
How do I proceed?
Yeah.
Dump him.
There's a lot. This is honestly this is like very red flag. This is like one step below a guy learning ASL to have fun with your brother. This is like, if that's the biggest red flag, this is right below it.
Yeah. This is a small red flag compared to that last ginormous red flag.
Yeah, big fish, little pond type beat.
I love that band. This sounds utterly insane, and I can't believe I'm even typing this out, but here it goes.
I just want the next line to be like,
That's crazy.
It's just like, this sounds utterly insane.
We've been in a relationship for about a year. The first date went amazing, and so did the ones after that. And we made it official on the 5th date. There were some red flags. He never let me come over to his place, and if we couldn't go over to mine, since I had roommates at the time, he would just get us a hotel.
I see where this
That's a red flag.
I overlooked it because he kept saying it was messy, and I didn't want him to be embarrassed. Obviously, as time went on, we got more serious, and I wanted to come over after a few months. It took a lot of convincing that I didn't care about any of the mess, and he eventually let me. I came over and nothing seemed off. He actually seemed to have tidied up before I came over. This became a regular thing until one day I was using the bathroom and noticed a hoop earring near the trash can. And this lady doesn't wear hoops. She couldn't pull them off.
Well, yeah. If she does, she wears two.
True.
You don't just leave one hoop behind.
Not on purpose.
Right.
Unless you're trying to signal to somebody.
Cinderella's-esque, right?
That's Erica
Sure.
interrupted.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Erica
Thank
interrupted.
you.
However, I will say you sometimes do need to leave one loop earring around. Oh,
In case you find your Prince Charming. What are we talking about here?
This joke does not make sense.
No.
Do you want me to finish it?
Yeah.
That way, in case you're watching a show on a streaming service, you can hula loop.
I may do something drastic.
It was a play on hula hoop and Hulu and hoop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cut you off right there.
Yeah, that's about, you know what?
Mind
Button.
you-
Absolute button.
Mind you, this was the guest bathroom. He insisted that the main bathroom couldn't be used because the plumbing was broken. First off, if they haven't been going out that long, if he's dated somebody in the past, they could have lost an earring in the guest bathroom, and he's not using the guest bathroom all the time because he's using the main bathroom.
But clearly he is, because the main bathroom's plumbing is... I mean...
New development.
Got my ass on that one. Mind you, this was in the guest bathroom. He insisted that the main bathroom couldn't be used because the plumbing was broken. I didn't get that far. How did you know that?
I'm just really smart.
He told me
Intuitive.
previously that he didn't have any family that came over, really, so I knew it couldn't have been his sister or something. I confronted him about it, and he went silent before going on the whole spiel about how he cross-dresses as a woman sometimes and how ashamed he is about it.
This is what's so great about how dumb people are, and especially dudes who cheat.
Dudes, yeah.
Because he has a sister. Literally just take the easier lie, which is it must be my sister's.
Yeah.
She just stayed over or something like that.
Okay, I'll admit, I was pretty weirded out at first, but he started crying and begging me not to ruin his life by telling anyone. I wasn't going to do that, of course, so over time I began to accept it. I loved him, after all.
That's right.
And besides, it wasn't hurting anyone, so why not? He even started showing me the dresses he had been hiding in his closet when I came over from then on.
What a play.
Yeah.
Is he the same dress size as his wife?
I don't know.
I couldn't pull this off.
No.
If I was cheating on Aurora and I opened up her wardrobe and was like, yep, this thing fits on me, they'd be like, no, the fuck it doesn't. You're in a 3XL Grinch suit.
Yeah.
That's tied on the bottom, loose on the top. You're not wearing a size blank dress.
Tied on the bottom, loose on the top. Name of your memoir.
I bought the 3X because it was $10 cheaper than any other size.
A genius.
Which is...
That's crazy.
Yeah, normally it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And the pants are very tight around the buttocks area, very loose around the legs.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
And I put this on earlier.
You got a whole ass Whoville back there.
I put this on earlier over sweatpants, and I sat down and I immediately just heard. And so I am
Grinch
going
noise?
commando under my Grinch pants.
That's kind of hot though.
It's very warm. Not very good
Circulation?
airflow going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Okay.
we think canonically there was a Who Jesus that
Yes.
was whosified?
Yes, for
the
sure.
Whoville people to celebrate Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. There's a banger blue ski from me. 17 likes. It's not bad on blue skis.
Blah, blah, blah.
What did they call that? Just a post?
They call them. Oh fuck! What do they call them? Something stupid.
To be
skeets.
fair,
They call them skeets.
to be fair, we all thought tweets and Twitter was dumb when it first came out.
Yeah, but Blue Sky calls them skeets because it's sky and tweet. So they're
Yeah.
actively playing off of tweet, which is automatically cringe.
See, that's how I feel. It's like, come on. Skeet's not terrible, but it's like the fact that we're just going off of fucking tweet.
Yeah. Blue Ski is a lot
I scoted. I posted it. I scoted. Scosted.
Did you see what the SCOTUS scoted?
Anyways, back to the story.
That's a niche joke. Hey, you know what? That's a niche joke / reference right there. All my Grinch
To
has it.
SCOTUS?
No. Well, yeah, technically. Do you think everybody who listens knows what SCOTUS means off the top of their head?
I would hope so.
You would think so. But I was going more for the Grinch. The specifically movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Everything was fine until,
This
again,
sounds
I came over a
insane.
few days ago, used the bathroom and noticed a bloody pad in the trash can. Fully used. That's when I knew something was fishy. So naturally, I confronted him, and he denied having any women over. Even said he had dyed a pad to mimic a period. bold move here. But eventually he broke down and confessed to having a wife.
Wow.
The entire time.
Fool me twice.
I don't expect that he had a marriage in the time you've been dating.
Yeah, I met someone, fell in love and married them, but only for the past 2 months.
Apparently, she was gone for work a lot as a travel nurse, and the time she was home, he wouldn't let me come over. I was so confused and upset. I didn't know how to process. I still don't know. I just feel so incredibly stupid to have fallen for such a lie. How do I proceed? Despite all this, I still have love for him.
Insane.
But obviously, this can't continue. He continues begging me not to tell anyone I know or spread this anywhere, and I'm worried that he'll get desperate. I'm still in shock from all this. Any advice, please?
Break up.
Did it say their ages? I know it did. I don't remember. It was 33?
23 and 25. 23 female, 25 male.
Wow. I was expecting there to be a different age gap there. Break up
Mm-hmm.
and then start dating his wife.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Yes. That is the move.
You can never handle a travel nurse, girly.
Travel with her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See all 6 states that she goes to. New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, Tennessee, and you wouldn't guess this one.
Hawaii.
Dude, travel nurses make so much fucking money.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, as someone that works in the healthcare field, it is an unfortunate thing because during COVID, they got a lot of blame for like, we're spending so much money on staffing, but it's because they paid so many nurses so poorly that they all just quit, became travel nurses, and then took the opening position.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we can't hire any new nurses, and then we just fill it with a travel nursing agency.
They put in a middleman to extract extra money from a system that didn't need it.
Yeah, so like now nurses are making like double, but now hospitals like, we're paying so much to staff things. And it's like, well,
yeah.
Maybe you could have just paid them directly and met like in the middle ground instead of getting like destroyed. But also like nurses, go get your bag, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
For sure.
Yeah, that is a tangent. We will.
You set me up for that, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Do we have a jingo yet?
we don't. No, we're very close. We're very, very close.
That one's a little long. We'll go with the shorter one. From r/am I the asshole here.
Yeah, that's ass. That's right there. That's one of them.
Am I the asshole for offering to peg my boyfriend?
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think your asshole is anywhere involved in that.
True.
Could be
Well,
butt to butt.
That's fair. I said I don't think so. What'd you say?
Let's wait for the story to unravel here.
Okay.
Lately, my 29 female boyfriend, 46 male.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's process that one for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big age gap. I
mean, yeah. It's on the. I think it's on the tail end of like if they just started dating, you know what? You're a whole ass woman.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But if they've been dating like 10 years, then we're into what the hell? Oh my God, no way.
That's a pretty good point. 29 is. It is one of those weird things. We don't have to tangent. I don't want you to mark me off again.
Yeah.
Double up on.
Tangent number 2 was about to get circled.
Fuck. My boyfriend, 46 male, has been on my ass nonstop lately about trying anal sex. It came to a head last week when he showed me that he had purchased almost $1,000 worth of sex toys and lingerie for my Christmas presents, trying to convince me to give it a try.
That's okay. Somehow I wouldn't say this is a bigger red flag than the last guy, but it's getting up there.
Yeah. I mean, that's
$1,000
This
in
has to be-
toys and lingerie.
This has to be luxury toys and lingerie, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like 120 toys? Like, this
it's your mom's 270 days of gifts, but it's
for
all
sex
just
toys?
like $2 little.
Crazy.
But using it specifically to manipulate her.
Yeah.
And like investing capital to be like, but I already spent all this money on it is so
You
gross.
have to let me fuck your ass.
Yeah. Hey, Christian cough. Wow. I really didn't think we'd get over that one.
Sucks.
Yeah. I was a little nervous. I heard him sniffling, but no cough, and I was a little worried.
You didn't have the
No.
on there?
No. That's not the free space.
I usually reserve myself from doing that on the show.
Sure, man. I didn't just edit last week's episode and know the opposite of. I mean, you cough away from the mic, but you still cough.
Yeah.
Or did you mean this?
The nose thing.
I'm sorry.
That's with me and my boys. I'm not doing that for the public. You got to pay money if you want to see that. After making it clear that those things were not what I wanted, nor what should be used to try and persuade me into doing anal,
You shouldn't have to be persuaded.
I talked things out with him. My boyfriend agreed to return everything except the toys I wanted. And then he bought me more non-anal related gifts as well.
Okay. Hey, nice guy. He's redeemed himself.
Yeah. On top of that, to say sorry, he booked us a trip before we went to visit my family for the holidays.
To analresorts.com.
I was and still am willing to give anal a try, but what's more important to me is knowing that I can trust my partner to do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
As much as my boyfriend seems obsessed with the idea, I don't think he actually understands the mechanics of fucking someone in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So on this trip,
theory, you really need to dive in and do the reading.
Yeah.
You really gotta understand it. It's like a 200 level course.
So on this trip, when we were about to get intimate and he was already touching me down there, I reiterated that I was willing to try anal, but I wanted him to actively be involved in the process of learning about it first.
This is crazy that his manipulation worked.
Yeah.
To be like, I'll buy you this stuff. Then she's like, no, I want you to respect me. And he said, okay, I respect you. And she's like, okay.
I mean,
that's crazy. He just lied.
He was excited and readily agreed. From there, I went to get the toys I'd brought with me for the trip. One of them was a smallish dildo. I told him my one condition. If he wanted to fuck my ass, he would at least have to try one of the toys himself so he could have a better sense of what he'd be doing to me.
A fair trade.
I showed him the dildo and how we could do it to him. But I didn't get far before he lost it. He blew up on me and said I was being manipulative and coercive for dangling anal in his face just to offer something degrading to him in return.
Why do you think anal is degrading?
He thinks anal is not the same thing for men versus women and that it wouldn't be natural for a straight man to do it. Maybe I was the asshole for making this a tit for tat exchange and should have considered his feelings first. But honestly, I think him learning first is fair as well. So am I the asshole?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're not the asshole. I'm yaying you guys. No, I'm yaying with your guys' statements. Yeah.
Now who's the outcast?
Hey,
Good
one. Thank you. This is the most. I mean, is it a little fucky to be like to put that like veiled like yes we can do it, and then he's like okay you said yes, and then at the very last minute be like here's the thing, like 1%. But it's 1,000,000% on his side. So it's like it's not even close. This is you can't be mad that she effectively was like, "Do you want to get ice cream?" Yeah, well then eat your vegetables first. And you're like, "What the fuck? Vegetables?"
I also just think that the response in itself is a red flag, but the excuses that he's having, the saying it's not natural for a straight man to be fucked in the ass. What kind of homophobic shit is that? Also, like, you can just say, no, I don't want to.
Right.
And that's fine. You don't have to have an excuse other than I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no means no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I love the manipulative behavior of doing the Uno reverse, of being like, whoa, you're trying to manipulate me here.
Yeah.
What the hell are you trying to do to me?
It's almost like when the bully gets bullied.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that Nelson from The Simpsons? Where he gets punched and he's like, he like realizes like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Obviously, this guy does not have nearly as much self-awareness as a child bully on an animated TV show, but one can hope.
One can only hope. What do we think?
Break up, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure break up.
Especially with the age gap. It just everything. No, that's the most 46-year-old dude thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, this feels like almost midlife crisis-y, where he's like, my ex-wife never let me put it in her frickin' butt. Let me put it in your butt.
Yeah. And
it's either that or I buy a Cadillac.
Buy the Cadillac.
And as you said, Erica, this isn't us saying, oh, you should let her fuck you in the ass if you want to do it. He can not consent. And
absolutely,
then
you can say
work
no
together to figure out if she is okay with it, like on the line. But it sounds like neither of you want anything in your butt.
And that's
that
okay.
should be okay.
Yeah.
I've been saying that.
Yeah.
See you on the other side of this break.
Okay, bye.
And welcome back on this side of the break where we do a little something we like to call
Circle George. What
the
the
hell?
hell is the Circle George?
And now I texted Christian a Circle George idea. At what time was this?
Like midnight.
11:33 p.m. on Tuesday. I said, do you have a Circle George for Friday? If not, might I suggest a premise that you can choose to use or not? I gave him the premise, and then I said, et cetera, and so on. I said, you know what? I'll work on it. So I worked on it, folks. And again, we want to be positive. These are positive times. We're looking to be hopeful. You know,
are we?
We're trying. You know, this episode, the whole point was to be like thankful and grateful and just like
merry.
Yeah, merry. Jolly. Okay.
All right.
So these are CEOs I want to make sure stay safe and aren't assassinated.
Genuinely?
Yes. I do not want these people to get assassinated.
These people are hardworking and they're the backbone of America.
Okay. So first up, Alberto Emerson. He's the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield. All right. We don't need every single health insurance company's CEO to be assassinated.
Yeah.
Then who would steal money from the consumers?
Exactly. And like, he has one good idea. Let's stop paying for anesthesia if the surgery goes on too long. That's brilliant. Oh, and we're going to try to shame him and scare him for that?
I just think
I don't want anything to happen to him.
He shouldn't be killed.
Nothing should happen to him at all.
Yeah. Next one, Luke. Just turn down the sound. Thank you. Next one, Luke King.
Is that one on a Christian Fat Fingers it?
No.
Thank God.
That would have been a good one.
Well, you know what? Hey, we'll count
That's the flub.
We'll count it for soundboard. Where the hell did my pen go?
Check up your butt.
Where the hell did my pen go?
That is upsetting. Did you cap it?
Here it is. Of course I capped it. Why would I not cap it? Hey, that's soundboard. We're getting close, folks. Okay. What?
It's a Christian episode, so it is hard for me to do the soundboard and talk. So,
Oh, I thought you were gonna hold on to it for me. Next one, Luke King. That's the current CEO of Walmart.
okay.
All right, let's leave Luke in his modest 6-bed, 7.5 bath home located at 1895 Brookdale Lane in Bentonville, Arkansas, alone. That guy's just doing his job.
Yeah.
If he didn't do it, somebody else would.
I mean, that's true.
What is Walmart supposed to do? Let everybody work 36 hours a week? That way they qualify for health insurance? Ew, no, we're going to make them work 35 and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the only way they could operate.
Now, next up, this technically isn't a CEO that I don't want to be assassinated. Or I don't want to have assassinated. This is the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer. Joe Butlett, the CFO of Blizzard.
Unfortunately, just
Butlett?
name alone.
Yeah.
Kind of asking for it, right?
So he's the current CFO of Blizzard, the video game company. Blizzard Activision, technically now. Honestly, hey, this is a bold take. I kind of like all the gotcha and gambling systems being pushed onto the youth of our nation. All right, it's sort of reminiscent of the days of old. I mean, who doesn't have fond memories of their parents and grandparents losing income they didn't have on the slots? Joe's just trying to further American pastimes, and so what if he has a $63 million mansion in Irvine, California, at house number 901 on the street of Sunset Boulevard? He deserves it.
He deserves it. He's hardworking.
He deserves it.
I'm so glad you did this segment because I would have gone into one CEO and I was like, oh, this is too much work.
Yeah. Hey,
you're wise.
I'm not just protecting men on this podcast. I also want to protect Paige Clark, the CEO of Lockheed Martin. All right.
Wow.
You know what? Let's all take a trip in our mind palaces over to Bethesda, Maryland, at the quiet life of a good person who just so happens to be the CEO of Lockheed Martin. Her name's Paige Clark. Ever heard of her?
That's so progressive of Lockheed Martin.
What is that company?
A weapons manufacturer.
Yep. One of the largest ones. She needs to be kept safe because, yeah, Lockheed Martin is a recipient of a sizable chunk of the $820 billion that the United States Department of Defense was allotted in 2023 alone. But if she wasn't the CEO, somebody else would be overseeing the sales of weapons only meant to cause death and destruction to majority civilian populations across the world.
Yeah.
It's not her fault. Keep her safe.
We wouldn't be dropping girl boss bombs if she wasn't in charge, you know?
And the last one here, this is the last CEO. There's many more that I want to keep not assassinated.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, all
you
of
know,
them.
time crunch. I got a tight ship, as Blake said. Tanner Lawson, CEO of ExxonMobil, the biggest investor-owned contributor to emissions, linked to 3.6 gigatons of CO2 emissions over the last 7 years. Yeah,
Gigaton sounds made up.
Well, yeah, that sounds bad and made up. It's not made up, but it is bad. It sounds bad.
It does sound bad.
And it is bad.
But firstly, I hate cold weather. And I love warm weather. And secondly, Exxon could have put out 3.7 gigatons of CO2 emissions, and yet Mr. Lawson worked tirelessly to make sure that it was limited to only 3.6 gigatons of CO2 emissions that we cannot take back out of the atmosphere. So when his head hits his pillow at night, which, if I had to harbor a guess, is probably in his bed in one of his 13 bedrooms that probably has one of his 15 and a half baths attached to it in his house at 355 Lip Lapper Lane in Spring, Texas, I know he's sleeping tight.
I think if I was rich enough, I would spend the money to have a better street name than Lip Lapper.
Yeah.
You know? If I'm a millionaire, possibly billionaire,
yeah,
I'm getting something better than Lip Lapper.
They call him Lip Lapper now instead of Carpet Muncher.
That's really good, actually.
What a niche joke, because lapper is a tool, correct?
I don't know.
When you did carpet, isn't
if you're making this is
important.
If you're making like an obsidian arrowhead, you lap the stone.
That's not what I was thinking of, but I thought it was even better, and it was even better.
Here's the thing: is Exxon really the bad guys? If they're listen. We're getting to experience once in a lifetime storms multiple times a year. Do you know how sick that is?
Think of the stories we won't be able to tell our children because we'll all be dead.
Every other generation before us, once in a lifetime, maybe. We're getting multiple a year. This is sick.
We all bought tickets to see Day After Tomorrow. And now we get to see it in real life.
I did see that in theaters.
Yeah, it was a good movie,
It was
wasn't
a
it?
very good movie.
Yeah, because of how cool it was.
Yeah.
All of those names and addresses were made up. I will not be caught Fed posting. But it doesn't matter because I don't want any of them to be assassinated.
I was going to bleep them out if I was a little concerned.
I did make up all the names.
You made up Lip Lapper?
That's from Cat in the Hat, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they live on Lip Lapper Lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a reference.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
To
Was that-
eating vagina?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
Cat in the Hat.
that's what I was getting at.
I don't know. That's a great question. Because there's not really that many sexual jokes in Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
There's like, I can think of 2 scenes / jokes in the entire, 3.
All right, 4. Okay, all right. There is that one, so 6.
Yeah. 6 to 9, we'll call it. And that was the circle, George. Hey, stay safe, CEOs. They're throwing pies on your faces in New York.
Well, is that happening?
It was
Waka Waka.
We don't have time for this. Fucking what's the name of the company? I can't remember the name of the company that has a new CEO and fucking it's a tech company.
Okay.
But
they got pied.
Somebody threw a pie in his face, and I'm pretty sure it was like set up by Elon Musk to like do. I don't remember.
This feels like they. I mean, we get it. The one guy got killed. R.I.P. Real
Allegedly.
I guess.
You don't think that guy's got enough money to fake his own death in order to
Damn, you really got my ass with that one. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a millionaire, not a billionaire. So I was like, there's no way you could do that. But this feels like they're like the first one got, and now they're like allegedly. Now, if we just do like a simple one, now we can like make a law where it's like, oh, all CEOs get to be anonymous for the rest of their lives, and it's going to be a cool, awesome shadow.
They're stripping faces
oligarchy.
off of Wikipedia. When CNN, I think it was CNN, was like covering like people put up like wanted posters with CEOs' faces on them. And when CNN was showing them, they were blurring the faces of the CEOs. And then the lady in Florida on the phone with her insurance company. Did you hear about this? Did you see this?
I did not hear about this.
She was on the phone with her insurance company and they were denying something. And she said, I'm pretty sure she quoted it incorrectly, but she said the denied, depose, whatever, you're next. And now she immediately got arrested and is facing a $100,000 bond.
How?
For threatening. For threatening to murder someone and they're calling her a Luigi Mangione alleged copycat for saying some words on a phone call. And again, I do need to remind everybody here legally, this is a comedy podcast. All of those names were made up. I said I wanted them to stay alive. There's no way that they could take me seriously. I'm wearing a fucking Grinch outfit.
I hate copycats.
I just want it to be known that I've said nothing but a
That's
lesbian
smart.
joke this whole time.
That's incredibly smart of you, Erica. It's incredibly smart of you.
I talked to a lawyer. I'm pretty sure we're legally clear.
Also, talking about how I'm the most political one here.
None of that was political. I just want people to not die. I'm sorry if that's political.
Oh, I don't want people to accidentally get harmed.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't just wish for the well-beings of CEOs and hardworking
right.
Americans.
That's
we
right.
also
The American dream.
we also play frickin' listener submitted songs.
Thank God. Please be gunshots somehow.
Somehow.
Jesus Christ, Joshua.
This is me at the shooting range.
I can't like Waka Flocka Flame. Oh, I'm a bad guy because I like Waka Flocka Flame now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I do go hard in the paint. Me when I fucking easel.
Did you see that Ludacris had jury duty and he wore a mask and sunglasses and he was walking out with some woman that was in his group? He's like, oh, I'm so glad we, didn't get caught or whatever. And he takes off his mask and said, nobody even knows who I am or whatever. And she goes, are you Ludacris? He was like, nah, I do get that a lot though. And she was like, that's crazy. She's like, Ludacris is from Atlanta. And he's like, what? Really? I'm going to have to look that up.
This comes to us from Aaron. Hey, Judgies. Just wanted to share my daughter Riley's original Christmas song, Hooey Christmas, with you. It always makes me giggle, and I thought you might enjoy it too. Aaron and Riley, age 6. And you can say our names.
Thank you.
Let me make sure that's popped up.
Okay. that was the first time we heard that. That's probably the 10th time that day that Aaron has heard that.
Yeah, for sure.
Way to go, Riley.
That's good.
I loved it.
She's got a future in music.
Huh?
Absolutely, she does.
Loved it. Oh, I guess it's still my episode. After we play listener submitted sounds, we
Why
normally
do you
read.
have a green Grinch fuzz on your titty over here? What were you doing on the break?
You stole the SNL sketch. That was an inside joke between me and Christian. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't get that one, listeners, so don't feel too left out because I'm not in it either.
It's such a complex level
we
of
could have
comedy.
moved right past it.
So it's such a complex form of comedy that I don't even know if.
And I'm just a dumb woman, so I wouldn't understand.
Not that you're a dumb woman.
Oh, I'm just dumb. Got it.
No, I just don't think you have.
Oh, I'm not funny.
No, I didn't get there yet.
This is doghouse territory. I do believe.
We're treading.
It was absolutely doghouse.
I'm just saying, you don't have a funny bone in your entire goddamn body.
Why does that crack you up so much, man?
I'm all the way in the doghouse.
May as well stay a while.
Then I'm not going to fix your hair. Fuck you.
Oh no, is it that bad?
Your face is the color of your shirt, man.
That's kind of cool.
Molly.
Hi, Judgies and
Hello.
Aurora and any other guests maybe. You can say my name. And my name is Gabby.
Hello,
Thank you.
Gabby.
They, she. I've been listening to you guys for a year or two at this point.
And that is since blank.
And you've easily became my favorite podcast. Feel free to read this on the main episode or a bonus episode. I've been a loyal piss baby since May.
That is piss baby.
And
Wow,
anxiously
really getting it here.
await every Monday's uploads.
Thank you. It's insane that we haven't hit a bingo yet.
Jingo.
Sorry.
I don't want to get sued. Today I fucked up.
Wow. That's
Except
Crazy.
this happened a few years ago by asking for a dead woman's email address.
Okay.
This happened in the summer of 2021 when I worked at Party City while home from college.
Party City.
What a sentence.
I was like 19 at the time, and I was working the register when a woman came to my lane to return some plates. I go into the normal routine, ask if she has the receipt. She says no, so I ask her for her email so I can look up the purchase. Then she says that her sister actually bought the plates for a party, but her sister died.
Ooh.
So now they're not having that party.
Well,
I
think you can repurpose the party.
That's how it feels. Also,
Repurpose the plates
Just
for
repurpose
that
the plates.
repurposed party.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
is it like a very theme-specific plate?
Glad you're alive. Not a birthday party. Just, hey, way to go. Way to keep living. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
These clubs are so slippery.
My young and dumb brain does not process information fully. So without even thinking, I ask,
Well, do you know her email?
Do you know your sister's email? What the fuck is wrong with me? Why would I say this? Why did she tell me that? I'm only making $12 an hour selling overpriced party supplies, and you tell me that you're returning your dead sister's plates?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so locked in on cashier brain that my first thought is to ask for your dead sister's email. I didn't even say sorry for your loss or anything. My eyes watering like
I was
crazy.
gonna say, you must have got a Grinch in there or something.
She says, no, she doesn't know her email. And I'm able
How do you
to
not
just
know
give
your
her
sister's email?
See, now I feel like all of this could be excused. Like, you're just doing your job.
Yeah.
You know, you're just trying to help her out, find the receipt through the email. I get it.
Yeah.
But now if you say can you call her and ask? Then
Yeah.
then you're an asshole.
From
for
a
sure.
consumer side, I hate when instead of asking, would you like to give us an email, they say, do you have an email?
Yeah.
And I go, no. And I'm like, oh,
well, I do, but not for you.
Is it more weird of me to say no or me to say I do, but I don't want to give it to you?
Yeah.
I don't want to give it to Big Coles.
So you deny the email every time you can too? I always deny emails at stores. I'm like, you don't need to know my fucking email. That's crazy to me.
I give it to him every time because I worked retail and I know that you get special points for getting emails.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, again, this is
I
sort
give
of
you
like,
my spam email and that's it.
this is kind of like the traveling nurse of it all.
Yeah.
Where it's like I try to pay in cash if I shop retail for that reason. That way they don't like.
That way they can keep a couple cents and act like they counted it wrong for you?
No, because I know when my mom was the manager, like they had things where like if you are on a credit card, it like
you get a fee, like
they have
pay.
to push extra things onto the customer, and if I say no, because I'm gonna say no, I don't want to sign up for your fucking magazine.
Yeah,
then that looks negative. But if you pay cash, they don't have to ask you.
She says no, she doesn't know her sister's email, but thankfully I'm able to give her store credit. I've never seen her again, and I hope she knows that I'm so sorry about her sister.
Well, she probably died too.
I'm a socially anxious person. I have embarrassed myself in front of others countless times, but this is easily one of the most shameful things I've ever done in front of another person.
Oh, it's not that bad.
That job made me really anxious, and I fucked up several things while working there, including accidents like letting people steal. But this is the only thing I feel genuinely bad about to this day.
Let him steal.
I'm sure the CEO of Party City is doing well and not assassinated, regardless of how much shrinkage they had that year.
Hopefully my shame could give you guys a laugh. Pisses and kisses, Gabby.
Thanks, Gabby.
Thank you, Gabby.
It's definitely a situation that you think of way differently. Than
Oh,
me.
yeah.
It's
that
not that
person
bad.
has not thought about it a single time.
They got asked for their sister's email like 5 more times that day. It's crazy how often it comes up once
The amount of
your sister
bullshit
dies.
you have to like do for somebody that's died. It's so dumb.
Yep. Yeah. And honestly, for all you know, that customer could have had an even more embarrassing day. Like they could have actually went to like Party Town.
That would have really fucking sucked.
I can't think of any other names. Party
Central.
Like other names for towns, cities, villa, village, Party Village. She messed up and then she went to Party City after a couple of them. Insert the other party blanks here.
Party Town, Partyville, Party Village, Party Brook, Party
Dale.
Park.
Party Dale sucks.
Partydale.
Partydale does
Hi, everybody. I'm Party Dale. Welcome, come down to Party Dale.
I'm starting to see a theme to the stories I've been saving here from r/relationship_advice.
You found all of these? Or are these from the email?
I found all of them.
Wow.
So far.
Hey.
I believe.
First time in a long time.
Trying to make us look bad? Because we don't do our own work or what?
Because I can never look bad. Look at me. I'm glowing.
Truly.
Not sponsored.
But if you wanted to,
That would kind of be sick as hell.
truly CEO, you're on the list of we want to keep you safe. If you want to sponsor us.
We want to keep you so safe. Sponsor us.
And like, honestly, nothing will taste better than washing down with Truly after eating some salty, delicious Tostito scoops. Tostito scoops. You don't want them to be that flat.
I think my boyfriend is trying to be successful so he can eventually have a big breakup speech about how I never believed in him.
Okay.
Very self-centered of you to think that that's why he's trying to be successful.
Okay. I immediately was like, fuck that guy, because I believed women again in this instance.
Wow,
Obviously.
Joshua.
I was like, what a piece of shit this guy is.
I know this sounds batshit crazy, but I swear I'm onto something here. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 4 years and living together for about 3 now. We are both young, which I feel is an important point to this whole thing. I don't want to break up with him, and there's no clear evidence that he wants to break up with me. But he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. He works a dead-end job and has zero direction. I don't think it's a big deal considering he's 24, and most 24-year-olds don't know what to do with themselves.
Hey, just so you know, I'm 30 and I still don't know what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah. Little secret
It
is
never goes away.
Most people don't know what the fuck is going on. And if they do, they're a sociopath.
Yeah. The thing is, he absolutely hates his job, but he doesn't try to do anything about it. He works long hours for minimum wage when there are many similar jobs out there with a lot less hours and equal or even more pay. We also live in an area with really good entry-level training programs. Like, sure, he doesn't know what he wants to do, but at least get a decent, paid-for qualification and some solid work experience under your belt. You'll be in a better position when you do and have a better idea of what you want to do. I don't nag him about it, but once a month or so I do bring something up. I find a job we could apply to together or send him one of the training programs that I think might suit him. On occasion, I've sent him a link to something that does excite him, but he always leaves it to the weekend to apply. The job ad is usually closed by then, which is why I make him apply with or around me. He doesn't take the initiative to look or apply to things himself. He often brings up that I just don't believe in him, that I think he is incapable of getting a career and becoming rich. He gets very upset that he hasn't made it yet and thinks that I hate him because of it. I think he sits in this negative feedback loop, which is why he's struggling to get out of it. I don't think lowly of him. I think he's just like every other 24-year-old. I'm doing pretty well for myself, and I think he views me as the norm rather than the outlier, which isn't helping.
This person
She's
sucks.
23.
You suck. You're measuring your boyfriend entirely off capital gain. What are you, the CEO of your relationship?
Boo.
He views me as the norm rather than an outlier, which isn't helping the situation. But back to the main topic at hand here. I think he's trying to become successful so he can break up with me and so he can say, I told you so.
He should. Fuck you.
For the past few months, things have been different with him. He's been very motivated, and while I'm happy for him, the sudden switch is a bit concerning.
Why?
You've been
this is what
telling
you
him.
wanted.
Women.
No.
Woman.
Yes.
This woman specifically.
He doesn't play video games anymore. He goes to the gym for multiple hours daily, which isn't that weird for him, but he's a lot more consistent about it now. He's also always on my laptop to both study and apply for jobs, which he's barely even touched before now.
That's what you wanted.
He's also been a lot more argumentative over the fact that I don't believe in him, that I think he's dumb, which I don't. His YouTube account is connected to our Xbox, and I'm not trying to dig around, but it clearly shows everything you've been watching. A lot of it lately has been weird motivational porn that has heavily Oh, wait, what'd you say?
The Judgies podcast.
Did you pre-read this?
And you put motivational porn?
It's not actual porn.
A lot of it lately has been weird motivational porn that is heavily features breaking up with your girlfriend because you are more successful and better than her.
Yeah, it's insane that this is like the only example I think in the world of a woman actually pushing a guy to be a fucking alt-right incel. This is the one time it actually happened that other people will point to and be like, see, it does happen. He's actively bettering himself in ways that you perceive as good, and you're still being like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Well, can he improve himself without watching Fresh and Fit? I watched a few more videos that are sitting in his watch list over the past week. It's always the same thing. Some AI voice going, imagine that one day. AI voice. Can I get that on TikTok?
Curtis Connor just made a very good video about this type of stuff.
I just get this feeling that he's trying to do that he's trying to compete with me so he can tell me that he's better than me. I've done what he's doing now for years, working long shifts just to come home and study, eat, sleep with zero time for anything else. I don't think he can mentally handle that long term. I sure as hell couldn't. I had to be rushed to the hospital multiple times as my mental health turned into physical symptoms. They had me tested for brain tumors. It got so bad. I want better for him so he can be happier in his life. I don't think less of him, and I don't want him to think that. The majority of his motivation revolves around a revenge glow up and breakup. What am I meant to do here? I just want my guy to be happy and healthy. have I maybe been doing too much?
I hate everything about both. Yeah. He's turning into a very bad person, and you were already an annoying bad person. They suck.
Yeah.
like that's crazy that you fucking like neoliberal pilled this dude's brain so hard. The dude was just living, having a good time, playing games. Like maybe he didn't do like the coolest or most successful job in the world, but he was still living, having a good life. Thought he had a loving girlfriend, and then every day to come home and be like, you should do something with your life, and then you do something.
Once a month she would say it.
You would do something, and then immediately you're just like, why are you doing something? Ugh. I hope I don't actually hope this, but I hope he fucking does dump you, and then you have to watch. Then you know what? Then you can get your revenge body. How about that? Then you'll both be revenge bodied up.
Absolutely okay.
But this is the danger of like the fitness men cycle of like a lot of young men, or men of any age really, but specifically young men, do turn to like ways to improve themselves or their self-confidence, and it's gym. When you start going to the gym, you look up gym content, and most gym content is extremely right-leaning.
Yeah.
And it's like once you're into that, then it's YouTube recommends you like, oh, you watched this gym content, you watched Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
Well, Bradley Martin was a guest on this show, and then now that guy's been on Fresh and Fit, and now you're watching Fresh and Fit, and they're like, women are just there to suck money away from you once you become successful. And then you're like, wait, my girlfriend wants me to become successful, probably that way, so that way she can steal my money. And then that's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. We need a Bradley Martin on the left. Has anybody talked about this?
I don't know, but
you should be the Bradley Martin of the left.
I don't know who that is.
Do you think you could take me in a fight?
Workout.
I'm 6'2", 280.
Have I had any martial arts training?
Right now, do you think you could take me in a fight?
No.
That's what I thought. I guess I am the Bradley Martin of the left.
He's a workout.
He's like a workout guy, but
piece of shit.
He has like UFC fighters on his podcast, and he's like, "Do you think you could actually take me in a street fight?" Because he'll ask like a UFC fighter that's like 160 pounds, and then we're like, "Yeah, I'd fucking murder you." And he's like, "I'm 6'5", 280. You really think you could take me?" It's like,
yeah, he's trained in martial arts.
Yeah, exactly. He does it a lot.
Okay.
One last story here.
Please be about something on this board.
Have we hit a Jenga yet?
A Jingo? No.
Jingo?
We definitely haven't hit a Jenga either. That's a whole other game.
Maybe give me a hint. Give me a quick peek.
No, you got it, bud. I believe in you.
All right. You know what? We're just going to do this just to make sure. Final story of the night coming to us from Off Submitter. Cameron.
Oh,
hey,
thank
Judgies.
you.
Thanks for the long shout out. It literally made me almost slip in the shower from shock.
Wow.
Send you a quick story that I think will upset a few people about a pretty dense guy.
Freak?
We got an email from someone, and it was somebody winning. It said Judge's Fortnite Battle Royale tribute, and it was them like listening to our episode while they win Fortnite. It was just so funny.
That rocks so hard.
It took me like 20 seconds to understand what was going on. I was like, because it was just a screen recording with our voices over it. And I was like, why are we commenting on Fortnite? But no, they were just listening while they popped off and they got a victory for
Absolutely popped off. Do you think you were in a party in a lobby with bots and 6-year-olds, or was there actual competitors in there?
What are you, the Bradley Martin of Fortnite?
Hey, keep it up. I'll make you go night night. R/am I the asshole with an H at the end? Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend whatever helps you sleep at night when she was in denial about how much weight she had gained?
I don't think we're getting any bingos on the main episode, but we will be continuing it on the bonus episode, folks.
All right, here. I was really hoping something would get here. My girlfriend and I have been together for 5 years. She's currently unemployed and is very stressed. I can imagine things are very hard for her. But she turned to food for comfort and obviously has gained weight.
How do they spell comfort?
No use. COMFORT.
Boring.
It wasn't CUMFART.
Exciting.
I've always said cum farts are exciting.
This isn't my concern at all. I'm still very attached to her, and it doesn't bother me that much. However,
my hands are fucking soup.
Take the gloves off, Joshua.
Oh, the gloves are about to come off. You think you can take me in a street fight?
No.
That's what I thought. Maybe I'm the Bradley Martin of the left.
However, one day she needed to get some headshots done and went to CVS, which
I didn't know CVS did headshots.
I mean, they do passport pictures, I guess.
Oh.
We were on a video call one day, and I asked her to show those photos. Well, yep, totally poker face. Her face looked very puffy. She had no makeup on. Her cheeks looked very round, and you could clearly see the sheer impact of the weight she's carrying on her body.
Jesus Christ.
You piece of shit.
I mean, there's a better, more delicate way to explain that.
And like 2 sentences ago, he's like, I don't even care. And then he's just like, disgusting, hideous monster.
You described her like she was in a fucking Meat Canyon video.
Yeah. In person, I try not to pay too much attention to this fact, but I can clearly see the difference from last time I saw her. Probably because I've been on a project myself and haven't seen her for the last 2 months. So she continues to deny that this photo looks like her. What? She continues to deny that this photo looks like her because she feels like she looks too ugly and that the camera angle is off, etc., etc.
Which is probably true.
It's very possible.
Every camera takes different pictures.
Mm-hmm.
She kept
lighting,
asking,
angle, camera lens,
yeah.
focal length, a bunch of issues.
She kept asking me for reassurance on whether I think if she actually looks like those photos. I don't feel comfortable answering that and said that to her. And that she shouldn't think too much, and if she isn't happy with her photos, I would recommend her to go get professional headshots done with her makeup all done nicely.
Huh?
I just don't, not that you need makeup to do whatever, but if you're paying to get photos done of you, why wouldn't you? You would want to look your best. And
yeah. So she probably had her makeup done nicely. This guy's sneak dissing her.
I honestly wanted to move on from her back and forth. And she kept saying how she doesn't look like the person she was in the photo, and it frustrated me after some point because she had been ranting for a solid 20 minutes now. I just blurted out, whatever helps you sleep at night.
That's crazy, man.
Maybe she needed to know she doesn't look like the photo she literally got clicked that day. Or maybe she'll stop talking about it altogether. Yes, ideally, I'll want her to lose weight and get more confident in her appearance, but I understand that couldn't be a priority right now.
Just remove the lose weight. Ideally, I would want her to feel more confident in her appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning when I woke up to a barrage of texts from her telling me she was hurt over what I said, and claiming she might just be overthinking things and didn't mean to tell me she was hurt, and that we should just move on.
That's crazy.
There are also a bunch of deleted texts in between, which probably indicates from how much I know about her, are a code for her spiraling for me. She gets on some nights. Are a code for her spiraling for me. She gets on some nights. For example,
it's a code for her smiling or spiraling for me. For me, it is a code. It's a poorly written sentence.
For example, when she feels irrationally upset at me, she'll send me texts and then delete them later before I see. It can be confusing and exhausting for me, so I know last night wasn't easy on her emotionally. What should I do? Should I apologize or not?
Yes.
I don't understand how we get so many... I mean, it's the right story, but we get so many stories where they just describe an insanely unhealthy way of lack/too much/ toxic communication.
Yes.
And they're just like, I guess we're going to stay together. Should I even apologize?
Insane.
Like, I understand. Like, it's not like my parents sat me down and were like, hey, here's how to communicate properly. Fucking learn. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
My parents didn't have the talk. I don't know, gained empathy when I I don't know. It's crazy.
It is a crazy thing that people just... Empathy doesn't exist. It's crazy. It is entirely crazy.
Yeah, and I guess I'm just an empath like that.
I've always thought that about you. How am I feeling right now?
You're a little upset that we didn't get a Jingo.
I am a little upset that we didn't get a
He's
Jingo.
projecting.
Wow, empath. Wow. Wow. Any other buzzwords you might want to just,
Fart.
No.
It's kind of a buzz.
Carrot.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because I don't throw a carrot at you like nearly as much anymore?
I'm going to cross the road.
I mean, we already did button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoop.
No.
Fuck. You got that right.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. Listeners are screaming
Boo.
at home. No boo.
I did boo earlier.
You did boo earlier. That's right. Was not on the board. The board, really.
Are they more recent references, or are they all-time Hall of Famers here?
One of them is something Christian says / does. One of them is something I say, but I feel like it doesn't count if I say it because I'm looking at the board. But you guys also can say it. No one's stopping you. Something is something that.
Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Something that listeners write in emails. One of them's a type of story. We didn't get any of those stories. No. And one of them is if we get a bingo. So that one's really left in the woods. And we still have the free space, folks.
What do you mean we still have the free space?
Like it was the one that I put in the free space because I knew it was going to happen. It still hasn't happened yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So somebody made a bad board.
Erica, where can they follow us?
You can follow us anywhere on the internet that you're there. We're most likely there too, and our handle is @JudgiesPod. That's JUDGIES pod.
And we got a whole nother hour of exclusive Patreon bonus content at patreon.com/JudgiesPod. It's on the board. I removed it for the Cindy Lou Who sound.
I may do something drastic.
Yeah. We just sing it for you.
Okay.
Ooh. Weekly bonus episode.
And it's where we're going to be celebrating our pepper pot, which if you don't know what the pepper pot is, join us because it's always a treat to reminisce on how the fuck it happened in the first place.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to be eating hot salsa, jalapeno hot, ghost pepper asshole burner that my dad made straight from his garden. All of them from his garden.
All from the garden.
Yeah.
Thanks, fuckers.
Now.
I put your dad's salsa in our chili.
Yeah.
And it was a very good addition to my chili.
Missed kiss, and that's a bingo, which means two more bingos.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
I'm sorry, jingo, jingo, jingo.
Jingo, jingo, jango.
I was really paying attention to him missing the kiss. How did it come out?
I barely missed it.
Thank you.
The judges love you. Bye.